If you have a crush on someone and you kind of feel that they might like you back as well, stay around for this video because we are going to deliver the many signs and things that someone does if they like you back. So of course you want to know the outcome of this video because you need to know whether you can pursue this person or if you just have to leave them and kind of find someone else. So my name is Anna, have an amazing day and enjoy the video. The subtle, very subtle eyebrow raise. When we look at someone that we are interested in, we become so fascinated in whatever it is they are doing or anything that they are saying. So naturally, we raise both of our eyebrows to say like a interesting. So if you notice that your crush raises their eyebrows when you talk, now it's going to be subtle, but it's a sign that they are definitely taking you all in and are very drawn to what it is you have to say. They act nervous around you. When we hang out with someone that we crush on, we get a little bit fidgety and a little bit nervous. So some telltale signs are the excessive fidgeting, constantly adjusting their clothing, moving things around the table, looking down a lot and trying to actively avoid major eye contact, and also talking faster than usual. You will be able to subconsciously pick up on these signs, so don't worry, this one's pretty easy. You will notice they preen themselves a lot, so this ties in nicely to the previous tip. We pride ourselves when we want to make sure that we always look good, specifically in front of someone we fancy. So therefore we become very self-conscious and we really want to correct how we look. So you can expect your crush to be adjusting their clothing a lot, checking their reflection out in the mirror, adjusting their hair and potentially picking lots of pet hair off their clothing. They never stop talking with you on social media. You may wonder why are they so talkative on social media, yet in person they don't really make that much of an effort to really talk to you a great deal. Now one of these reasons could be that they are just so attracted to you that they actually blush around you in person. Or if the person is very chatty with you in person, and even more so on social media, it's a sign they can just not resist talking with you. They will enter your personal circle. We are naturally very aware of our personal circle, and when a stranger enters and gets too close to us, it makes us want to step backwards. It gives us a bit of a disgust look on our faces. However, if your crush has been entering into your space, perhaps they have touched you a couple of times, they've brushed your legs, or they've kind of touched your shoulder and bumped into you, this is all a sign that they secretly admire the touch of you, because someone that accidentally enters into a personal circle is very well aware of it. They will say, I am so sorry. Maybe they want to reach across us to grab something on the tube. Now they will say sorry and then continue what they're doing, but if your crush does not apologize, it's a sign they want to get into your personal circle because they really do like you. They remember the important details. Do they remember the last conversation that you guys had together? And do you act a little bit surprised that they asked how the barbecue went at the weekend on Monday morning because you only mentioned it briefly on the Friday afternoon? When we are attracted to someone, we find them so important, including all of the information that they tell us. Their torso is always pointed towards you, my friend. We naturally point our torso and our feet towards the people that we are most comfortable or attracted to in the room. So scan around and find out where your crush's feet are pointing, because if they're pointing in your direction, it means she's very connected to you. You may notice the head is completely adjusted to the side, talking to someone else, but as long as her body's in your direction, it's a sign. They get closer and closer. Not only do we find our crushes very important, but we can just not have any moments without them. If you notice that your crush always tries to stand or sit next to you, say during lunch breaks or at the work meeting, or they're always hanging around you when you go out in public, when you do little things together, it's definitely a sign that she's interested in you. Their brain has become so focused on you that they want to be as close to you as possible to try to seduce you. They copy you. You may notice that they have the same drink that you go for at lunchtime. You may also notice that they seem to want to sit where you always sit, even if you don't have the same lunch breaks. You will notice when you get up to get a drink, they will do the same. Naturally, we mimic those around us that we are interested in to feel very comfortable with. It's a subconscious sign that a lot of humans do without even realizing it. But when you've picked up on it, it will make you giggle at how amazing mimicry is. Now, this doesn't just apply to her all over posture and the way that she's sitting, it could be the way she's talking. Has she started to use slang words, a certain type of emoji that you always use? If so, it's a great sign. They act very different when you are with someone else. That awful sinking feeling when your crush is talking to someone else that could be a potential threat to you in the relationship is very awful. So you can actually nicely test your crush to see if she likes you back by gently manipulating the situation. So notice, how does your crush act when you go over and talk to another potential lady or guy? If they become very cold and distant, it's because they are low-key moody. And if they come over as if they are trying to compete for your attention, well, that's an obvious sign. They always reply to your messages. Not just the messages where you ask an actual question and you're waiting for a response, but I'm meaning perhaps you have closed the conversation. You've possibly responded with, hey, lol, that's funny, or just an emoji. However, your crush will find a way to keep that going because they want to have a continuous conversation with you. Their friends act weird. When you guys are all together and their friends come along, it's obvious we tell our friends who are crushes, and obviously that person's friends also know, so they are going to act a little bit awkward, a little bit strange when you guys are seen together. And this will be the same for your friends too. So monitor how their friends are acting when you guys are talking with each other. If they are very much locked onto you two, judging you like this, and they become a little bit suspicious as if they are trying to get the relationship to work out, it's a huge sign. But if you get strange friend requests of those you've never met before, but it happens to have a mutual friend that is your crush, well, this is another sign. They ask about your relationship status. If this person asks you if you're single and then asks a little bit of information into your romantic life to kind of tap their way in and find out what your ex-partner was like, how long you guys were dating, if you were serious, then this is them hoping to find out all of this information to make sure that you are emotionally available and someone that they can date. They don't want to see you struggle. Of course, we all like to help someone out from time to time. However, you will find that naturally, someone that fancies you will do a lot more than the average person. We want to show our crushes that we are very heroic and that we are amazing people in every single way to nicely manipulate them into thinking that we are amazing so they date us. So pay attention to your crush. Do they seem to want to always help you out with something? Are they asking if they can do something? Offering money, offering to clean your car? No matter how small it is, something very small like this is them basically saying, hey, I'm awesome, I'm helping you out, this is some direct attention, let's go on a date and see where we end up. The conversations turn deep quickly. We would find it very strange if a stranger turned around us in the queue and told us that they were struggling with a UTI. However, when we are head over heels with someone that we like, our crush ends up talking about some strange personal things, and then we might scratch our head and think, hang on a second, I probably shouldn't be listening to this conversation. It's a little bit strange. But the reason we feel so comfortable with our crushes is because, well, we are ready to build our life with them. We want to open up and tell them everything. So be mindful and ready to hear some personal information or even something secretive that no one else knows apart from you. This is a big sign that your crush likes you back. Their behavior is different around you. Everyone flirts a little bit differently, but on a very generic default level. When we are around our crushes, you will notice that we become uber kind and very humble and ask lots of questions and really put on the best impression that we can. You will notice your crush will laugh along with you to your jokes, even if they aren't that funny. They will be super nice. They'll put lots of effort into what they are wearing. A big sign is if your crush is wearing aftershave or perfume for a very normal event. For example, Tuesday morning at the office. If Sally walks in smelling like a Dior department store, well, that's your sign, my friend. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. That really means a lot. And something that you can do to really make my day is to subscribe to the membership on our channel. The link in the description bar below will tell you more about what that entails. But specifically, you get your name up on our super fan board right here. These are some amazing people that support the channel every single month. If you appreciate the amount of content that we are pumping out on a weekly basis, then this is a great way to say thank you. I really hope you have an amazing day. See you in the next video.